Hi ladies and gents, so same outfit, same look. Let's do a makeup comparison video. Um, so like I said in two previous videos, or the last video, for Christmas, I got the new formula, new look of the Comfort Zone palette, and I also own the old Comfort Zone palette. So I am going to do, on one side of my face, I am going to do my favorite makeup look from my old Comfort Zone palette, and then recreate it on the other eye, same way, with the new palette. But right now, I'm going to do some swatches and see if how they look. Now, on the old palette, my favorite color is this one down here on the very bottom, because it's a duochrome shift, because the base looks black, but it's actually a very deep orangey color, and then it's got this beautiful chameleon turquoisey shift to it. So that's from the old palette, and this one here in the new palette looks like the same thing. So I'm going to do one swatch. It's a little bit smoother, but it's the exact same. Exact same. Maybe a little bit smoother and less gritty. Now, the dark brown is in here. I do find that the new palette is a little drier than the old palette. Exactly the same. The olive green the new palette versus the old palette, one is a little bit drier than the other. So this is the main one that I'm really concerned about, because for my old palette, I used two colors out of the whole palette for my makeup look. So this one right here, this peachy color here, I'm hoping will be the same as the old palette. And there is a slight color difference. The newer palette is a little bit darker than the old palette, so, but that's not a big deal. They did change it a little bit, so yeah. And then this one here, and I can see a color difference again. One is a little bit goldier. So this one in the new palette is a little bit more goldy versus this one. This one's more like the mushroomy color. So yeah. And then as you can see, I rarely ever used this one in my at all, so let's give it a whirl. I mean, I used it, but it was not one of my favorites out of the whole thing. Yeah, they're the exact same. And I just wiped away a little bit so that you can't really see it, but they're still confusing there. Let's see, which ones did we not compare? Oh, we didn't compare the olive. So this is the old olive. And the new olive. The new olive is less pigmented than the old olive, and slight tone difference. So old olive, new olive. No, new olive, old olive. And let's see. Then we have the light tan color. Tone difference again. To me, it doesn't look like it on the camera, but there is like a slight. One's more of a fawn brown, whereas this is more of a tan. Now, I've swatched all 8 of the middle colors in this one to the 8 in the old one. So there are 2 colors in here that aren't in the other palette. So the 2 transition colors. So let's do those. Those are really pretty. I like that. That is really neat. Those would be actually really cool just to do with the transition-y color in the palettes. Yeah, I really like that. Anywho, let's get started with the rest of the makeup look. The only color I'm not going to use from these palettes is my Maybelline Chic Naturals Linen. And that's going to be my brow bone color. So let's get going. I'm going to be using the e.l.f. primer, so both eyes. And I still have a little bit of residue from the swatches on my fingers, but that's okay. And then, let's see. I take the Color Tattoo in, let's see, what is it called? Fierce and Tangy. I'm not sure if this one's still available, but this one is starting to dry out for me, so I take some foundation or CC cream and I just blend it in till I get some color off of it. So I just mash it in and try to get some color out of it. And I'm going to put my hair up because I don't want to make a mistake. I'll be right back. So I do that. And then the next thing I like to do, so I'm going to take from the old palette, I'm going to take this one right here, which is the light peachy color, and I have the bright orange base down, the 24-hour base down, and I'm going to take the eyelid and I'm going to get more color. I'm going to pat it down, pat, pat, pat. And then I'm going to take the new palette, and I'm going to take the same peachy color that we did before. And then I'm going to take my favorite out of the old palette. I'm going to take this and put it in my crease and the outer corner on a elf defining eye brush. And then I'm going to do the same thing from the new palette. The new palette, my two favorites are right across from each other, so that's cool. And that's basically it for the entire eyeshadows and everything. And now I'm going to take my favorite, my new favorite dupe for Kat Von D's tattoo liner, which is NYX's Epic Ink. If you want to, you could do underneath your eyes. If you wanted to.
Plenty left, even needed some leading over in there. There's plenty of half and half in there, even some leading over.
And that's pretty much it for the entire makeup look. Oh, and of course mascara, so I better quickly do that before I do my lips. I'm using the Maybelline mascara in Big Eyes with the two. And if you really wanted to glam this up, you could also use false lashes. If I was wanting to do it, I would probably be using the Carl lashes in number 747L, which look like this. If I was really wanting to glam it up, that's what I'd be using, but I'm going to just rely on my natural lashes today. And this is my go-to look from the Comfort Zone palette. So this is the old Comfort Zone palette eye, and this is the new. And the lipstick I'm going to be using is the Wet n Wild Mega Last lipstick in the Flesh is what I'm going to be using. So this makeup look is a very orangey look, and yeah. I hope you enjoyed, and see you in my next video. Bye!